Imagine the spotlights of the rap battle stage centered on you, the deafening silence before the storm. Hundreds of expecting faces gaze toward you as the bass thuds in rhythm with your pulse. The moment of truth is upon you. As you hold the microphone, a sense of electric anticipation goes through the air with a current you can almost taste. It's your first rap battle where victory isn't just hoped for, but earned through every meticulously crafted rhyme and perfectly timed punchline. As the beat is about to drop, you ask yourself, are you sure you can guarantee victory? Have you prepared your bars fully and confidently to win your first rap battle? In today's episode of How to Rap, we're gonna make sure you can feel solid that you'll win the battle in this image by teaching you step by step how to win your first rap battle. And even better, we're actually gonna have you creating the blueprint for your own rap disses to your opponent right here, right now, by guiding you through each of them. The best part, to make this process even easier, each rap diss tip will come with examples from some of the flawless victories in rap history. Nas's Ether, Eminem's Kill Shot, Pusha T's The Story of Adidon, and Drake's Back to Back. So without further ado, get your notes app or notes pad out and get ready to learn how to win your first rap battle step by step. Now, diving into the research for this piece, we found something interesting in the secret sauce of rap history. A pattern emerged loud and clear that the biggest, baddest rap disses, the ones that we still can't get out of our heads, came as a response to an initial diss. Just think about it. Nas's Ether was actually him hitting back at Jay-Z's Takeover. Pusha T's The Story of Adidon was an answer to Drake's Duppy Freestyle. Eminem fired Kill Shot in response to Rap Devil by MGK. And remember Back to Back? That was Drake standing up to a tweet from Meek Mill saying that he doesn't even write his own songs. So as we start our step-by-step guide on how to win your first rap battle, remember this. Try to use your future powers for good, so to speak. Save your most hard-hitting lines for a response. It's like saving the best for last. Why? Two reasons. One, you get to play the I didn't want to have to do this, but you forced my hand card, which we'll delve deeper into in tip number 3, making you look like the bigger person. And 2, and this is a fact, the crowd loves a fiery comeback more than just the first jab most of the time. So save your knockout punch for the right moment. Now first, when it comes to understanding how to win your first rap battle and right fire rap disses, this first tip is pure gold. The key to really landing a punch lies in your ability to highlight just how your opponent has messed up his life in one way or another. If you really want to tear them apart, or as we say today, ether them, you've got to master this art. So the number one aim in any rap diss or to win a rap battle is to make it absolutely clear in a creative way to everyone listening that the person you're up against is just a fuck up in life. Like they've messed up their whole life. It can be their career, their relationships, their looks, anything really. In a bit, we're gonna help you shape your own rap disses using this guideline, but first let's illuminate this point with some examples from the rap battlefield. Interestingly, both Pusha T's The Story of Adidon dissing Drake and Drake's own Back to Back follow this rule of underlining how the other person has failed in life. Take The Story of Adidon for instance. The core message of that song is that Drake is an overconfident, insecure liar who even denied his own son's existence. The lyrics go something like, let's have a heart-to-heart about your pride. Your music for the last few years been angry and full of lies. Babies involved is deeper than rap. We talking character. Let's keep with the facts. You are hiding a child. Let that boy come home. The song doesn't stop there with its you mess your life up narrative. It also hits at the idea that Drake hasn't taken care of his own father and mother, but let's shift gears a bit and look at how Drake himself used a similar strategy to expose Meek Mill's shortcomings. You love her, then you gotta give the world to her. Is that a world tour or your girl's tour? I know you gotta be a thug for her. This ain't what she meant when she told you to open up more. I gotta admit, both Pusha T's line about you are hiding a child and Drake's line about needing to open up more, like double entendre, still crack me up to this day. So on the other hand, Drake called out Meek for failing in his relationship, insinuating that his girl was the one wearing the pants and she was the main act instead of him. Now, let's make this about you. Here's a 3-step guide to help you lay the foundation for your own rap diss and winning a rap battle. Step number 1 is grab a notebook or open up your notes app and pick a target. Take a moment to think about who you'd like to diss. It can be a real person, or for simplicity's sake, pick a well-known rapper or influence. I mean, you can choose me if it helps. Step number 2 is list down the numbers 1 to 5 and write next to them career, relationships, money, skills, and looks. These are the 5 most common angles for a rap diss. You might attack how they look, like the line, "You think you getting girls now cause of your looks" from Ether, or you might criticize their skills, like the "you dress better, I rap better" line in Kill Shot. So write these angles down. And step number 3 is develop a "you failed" theme for each angle. Once you're done watching this video, create a "you messed up in life" theme for each of these 5 angles. So let's say you choose me as your target, dissing me as a rap coach. So that's sort of like dissing my career or something. You could jot down something like career less than 1 million subs after 9 years, implying that we don't even have 1 million subs after running our YouTube channel for 9 years, right? Remember, the key takeaway from some of the most iconic rap battles is this: you must convince your audience that your opponent has failed in some way. Now, we are going to be giving you even more value and step-by-step trainings in this video, but if you want to supercharge your ability to win rap battles every time in a more personalized way, visit the first link in the video description to pick up our full-length Rap Battle Bootcamp, which comes as a free bonus when you click the link below. Now, another standout trait shared by these legendary rap disses is their use of a questioning tone to deliver the insults and disses and bars. It's a blend of argumentative and humorously confused tones. In essence, building on the "you messed up your life" theme of the first step, you want to comically question them, like, why do you behave like this? Why are you so silly? I mean, let's look at Eminem's Kill Shot, where he throws a barrage of questions at MGK about his Rap Devil diss and its accompanying video. "You dress better, I rap better." Was that a death threater? A love letter? Are you eating cereal or oatmeal? What the fuck's in the bowl? Milk? Wheaties or Cheerios? Cause I'm taking a shit in them. That's laugh out loud funny, right? Eminem is questioning why on earth MGK is munching on a bowl of cereal in his diss song video. And of course, why is MGK sprinkling so many compliments in a diss track? Once again, it boils down to the "why do you behave like this" angle. Nas uses a similar tactic in Ether when confronting Jay-Z, mentioning how Jay-Z has been riding his coattails and outright labeling Hov a fan who would ring up Nas's phone. He also bluntly questions why Jay-Z would write so many songs with a negative view towards women, likely referencing tracks like Song Cry, Soon You'll Understand, and others, asking, "You seem to be only concerned with dissing women. Were you abused as a child, scared to smile, they called you ugly?" So here we have another example of the "what would possess you to do XYZ" in your failed life framing, and it all comes off quite funny when posed as a question, as if saying, "I'm genuinely confused why you act like such a lame." Now, let's return to your notes for this quick exercise. Step number 1 is choose one of the "you failed" angles that you wrote before. Take a glance at your list and pick one of the "you messed up" angles. In our mock diss about me, you might have chosen career less than 1 million. Now, step 2 is concoct a "why do you behave like this" question. So now craft a question that highlights why your opponent, the life failure, is indulging in this flawed behavior. Using our example, you could come up with 9 years in, you don't realize your name ain't buzzing, you ain't hit 1 million yet because the game ain't subbing, right? You see the play on the basketball metaphor of subbing in, buzzing, and scoring, right? Okay, so now it's your turn to create your own questioning line. And step number 3 is incorporate at least 3 questions in your rap diss or when you're on stage in the rap battle. Focus on giving questions. This final step can be done later or again in a rap battle, but I highly recommend including at least 3 of these question-based lines in your rap battle or written rap diss. They deliver a strong impact, and when spaced out, they don't seem like a deliberate strategy. Give Ether and Kill Shot another listen, because they both include at least 3 of these questioning lines, and yet you never feel like they're overusing this technique. And number 1 is the "I didn't want to have to do this" angle. The final key element for winning a rap battle builds on the idea of the "I'm the bigger person" context we talked about earlier. It's about portraying yourself as the more successful one between the two of you in the diss, suggesting that you've got more important things to do than engage in this petty exchange. This framing helps you paint your opponent as an annoying, insecure underachiever who's bothering you for some trivial reason. Just consider how Eminem talks about MGK, or Nas addresses Jay-Z in their tracks, and Drake too nails this sentiment perfectly in his early lines from back to back. You gonna make me step out of my fucking frame. You gonna make me go out of my fucking way, and ending this song with, we took a break from views, now it's back to that. This approach conveys an attitude like, I didn't want to have to put you in your place because I've got more important things to do, but since you've been pestering me, I guess I gotta do this. Drake took a similar stance in his Duppy freestyle with the line, don't push me when I'm in album mode, you're not even top 5 as far as your label talent goes. However, this line didn't pack as much punch in the broader context of their rap battle, once of course all the news about the baby came out. Now, Nas also employs this technique in Ether, using almost the entire third verse to address Jay-Z like he's a misbehaving child in need of a lesson. He even goes so far as to refer to Jay as his child, expressing faux pride for his success. I watched you grow up to be famous, a smile like a proud dad watching his only son that made it. Now, for this last exercise, we want you to consider some things in your life that you'd rather be doing than squaring off with this life failure that you're in a battle with. It's straightforward. Jot down 3 activities you'd prefer to be doing instead of engaging this battle. And don't worry about whether these activities sound cool or superior. I mean, you could create a humorous line about how you could be playing Madden instead of listening to Drew trying to teach the lamest rapping, using our ongoing example. So take a moment now to think of 3 things you'd rather be doing than battling a lane. Now, putting it all together, the crucial takeaway is that you are the most important person in the battle, stepping out of your vital life to deal with a loser, if you will. They might be a loser because their girlfriend seems more manly than they are, as in back to back. They could be a loser because they're ashamed of their own child and family, like the story of Adidon, or they could be a loser because they're a secret fan bothering the GOAT, as we see in both Ether and Killshot. But the main idea is your task is to convince the audience why they're a loser using these steps, and once the audience is convinced your opponent is a loser, they lose. So that is the way to win your first rap battle. Now, if you want more personalized, in-depth coaching, again, visit the video description, but hopefully this was of value to you. If you want to keep watching more rap lessons, click the video on screen for 10 mistakes new rappers make and how to avoid them. I've been your host, Drew Marcy, the big homie Drew for How to Rap. I'm out.